Hi friends, I'm Nia and today we'll be playing a game named MagicafeHD. It's a downloadable game for Windows from itch.io. And what about the game? Follow Flindin magical girl, Darcy Dragonfruit, as she simply tries to get to work. And originally Magic Cafe was a text on the game made in 2020, using Twine as a project for college. Now on its 2-year anniversary the game is back as a visual novel. Enjoy the story of Darcy Dragonfruit and her trip to get to work. Now with the cute lineless sprites, background music, and reversed writing is run by engine. And what about an author is pixeldotgamer. So this is the main menu, and we see, I suppose, a cup of coffee with dragon fruit and maybe orange. And I don't know what it is. It looks like a pill, but you see, it's a like cutie face with leaves and this one. So let's start. A calm sunny morning. One that is best spent beneath soft, warm blankets that let you just slip back into a comfortable snooze. On a morning like this, someone couldn't be blamed for just going back to sleep and getting some well-dressed deserved rest. Darcy Dragonfruit had planned on just that before a familiar paw hit her in the face. Oh! Oh, must be Darcy, and must be a cat. Emerging from her cozy oasis, Darcy sees the following face on her familiar, Cosmo. Oh, this must be Cosmo. His face is set into its usual look of annoyance as he looks down at her. Darcy mimics his sore expression as she sits up, waving him away. With a roll of her eyes, he hops off the bed. You have work today, in case you forgot. I do? Alright, I picked up the shift. If I recall correctly, you said something about making good impressions at new job. Picking up extra shifts to impress your coworkers. Don't remind me. I don't start until 11. It can possibly be that late already. If you're that confident, I recommend you check your phone. Ignoring the cat's dirty look, Darcy does just that, plucking her phone off her nightstand. The display reads 10:30 am, 20 minutes until her shift starts. Dimly, this dawns on Darcy as perhaps being a problem. She still has to get ready to work and actually get there. Oh, I'm going to be late or nah. Darcy drops her phone into the mass of blankets around her. Now, forever lost to time. No, thank you. Cosmo is pick up and Darcy worms her way back under her covers, away from his sweating paws. What? I'm going back to bed. Darcy, you have to go to work. You can't just keep on it. Besides, I thought you were going to ask out or... Darcy burst her head into her pillow, driving out the cat's protests. In the comfort of her forced the slowly sink back to sleep. And sleeping in. Oh, reminder, work, you picked up shift. Good luck asking out. I think it's cute and but we need to go to work. So let's see if we can skip this. And I'm going to be late. Oh! As it is. Darcy jumped up from her bed, tossing blankets everywhere, as she scrambled around her room to get dressed. Cosmo now questions the nightstand, watches unimpressed as Darcy felt her go to hoodie and white jeans. Stuffing Kay belongs her phone and wallet into her buckets. Darcy is about to fly out the door when Cosmo lets out a small cough, causing her to stop. I think you may be forgetting something. Wow, what is this? With a flick of the tail, a small gemstone is tossed in Darcy's direction, which she clumsily catches. What is it? You don't want to leave this behind. I thought I was clear about this. What is this? Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot this. Oh, hello. Without a blanket now. Cosmo, Darcy, I know you're new to this whole Guardian thing, but you really got to focus. Living without that gem, the source of your powers, would be disastrous if you ever got into a carriage or fight. Oh, source of your powers. Interesting. Not to mention the fact that Dubs is my uniform. Can't show up undressed. Cosmos sign, tail flicking in expiration. I'm serious. I know you're still getting used to this world, this apartment, and this new cafe job of you. But you haven't even been here for a year yet. Darcy glanced down at his gemmed hand. It fits perfectly in the palm of her head, a smooth magenta stone with specks of white and black in it. She tightens her grip around it, beckons up to meet Cosmo's eyes with a smile. I really appreciate this stoic mentor talk, Cosmo, but I really gotta get to work. Darcy rushed to plant a kiss on Cosmo's head before vanishing out the door of the bedroom. Darcy! Thank you, love you so much, bye! The front door of the apartment closed with a loud slam, leaving Cosmo to stare at it alone. I guess you have to commend her for being energetic. Oh, this is a street now. With her pet and apartment left behind, Darcy found herself surrounded by living buildings of the city. Okay, easy peasy, just go to get to work. As she gets to the end of her street, Darcy hesitates. She's still new to the city, everything too dense and claustrophobic for her tastes. Okay, which way was the best to get to work? Oh, I think I need to save this. Darcy already finds herself second guessing the routes she's taken in the past. She tries to remember the quickest way to get to cozy part of the city, which houses her place to work. Darcy looks up direction on her phone. Darcy takes the shortcut. Usually I want to look up a direction of my phone because I'm not good at some clear paths, but for fun we need to take a shortcut, I think. Suddenly Darcy remembers a route she has taken in the past. The park! It was a route one of her coworkers, Orina, had suggested to her when she learned about Darcy's habit of sleeping in. Oh, right! I can just cut through the park. Whatever gets me out of this mess of streets sounds amazing right now. I totally understand you, Darcy. She takes off, zigzagging her way through the streets until she sees an opening with trees looming in the distance. Oh, we actually made it. We're in the park. Darcy breaks away from the dense streets into the refreshing greenery of the park. There's people scattered about, absorbing their own activities. Couples on morning picnics, people walking their dogs, families playing games. Darcy takes in the calm of the area as she walks through, letting out a relaxing breath. When she checks her phone, it's only 10 and okay, we need to hurry up. Alright, I'm on a track to get to work in this time. 15 minutes should be plenty of... Darcy finds her hopeful train of thought cut off by a chorus of screams that suddenly rings out. From across the park, a crowd of people runs Darcy's way, all terrified. Beyond them looms a figure balancing on an oversized ball, juggling what appears to be smoke bombs. What? Sadly, it's someone Darcy recognized. No way. Not here. Not now. Oh, yeah, it's Mary. Oh, okay. The literal clown, or rather gesture, is Mary Cherry, one of Darcy's recurring villains. Also, the term can be used pretty loosely. Mary's tricks and impromptu shows are the best time-consuming, perhaps annoying, while at worst they start fires. As Mary is framed by another exploding smoke bombs, it becomes clear that this scenario seems to fit with the worst end of things. You got to be kidding me. Normally this would be Darcy's responsibility, but she did have her cover's life to attend to. Being late to this shift would be the end of this world, but Darcy just really wanted to get to work. Darcy steps in. Darcy decides to boil. Step in. With a roll of her eyes, Darcy finds a tree to hide behind, taking out her gemstone and squeezes it gently. In a subtle flash of light, Darcy is changed into her magical form, and she steps out to deal with her fruit-stamped fiends. Once she steps out, it doesn't take Mary long to notice her, smiling happily as she lifts up another smoke bomb. Oh, with a heart. Diddy! I'm so happy you could make it to my latest show. I finally figured out how to get my smoke bombs to go off without setting stuff on fire. Oh wow, that's great, Mary. Oh, what's the costume? No, no, I promise. I got to try it this time. Trust me. Watch. Darcy watched awkwardly as Mary prepares to set off another bomb. Seemingly oblivious to the scent she's currently causing. Mary isn't unreasonable by any means, but Darcy isn't sure she has the time to try and talk Mary into cutting it out for today. Mary, you gotta stop. Oh, Darcy knocks the bomb out her hand. Uh, let's see. Mary, you gotta stop! Mary paused her one-woman show to give Darcy a confused look. What I mean? I just said it. Darcy motioned to the now abandoned parks that surrounded the two. You already scared everyone off, Mary. You can't just come out of nowhere with big explosions. Mary seems to realize her mistake as she glances around, grimacing as she sees the last of the park goes running away. She stops her balancing act, hopping off the ball she was balancing on. Of her perch, she only goes up to Darcy's chest. Not far from the pair, red smoke is still rising where Mary made her grand entrance. Oh. Mary visibly deflated, her head slumping as she begins to pick up her smoke bombs and put them back in her bag. Darcy put a hand to the side gesture shoulder as a pause, offering a gentle smile. How about this? Why don't we find somewhere where there's less folk around, and you show me your new show? Mary's face immediately lighted up, breaking into her trademark smile. She takes Darcy's other hand in both of her own and starts shaking it aggressively, causing Darcy to bob up and down with a gesture. Oh, thank you, Daddy. You're just too good for me. You know, let's go. She dropped Darcy's hand, already dashing away. Darcy watched with a small smile, pausing to take her phone out and check the time. Oh, we need to hurry up, but I think we can't. Wow. Glad she's missing her shift today. Oh, you're a hero. Yes, we are. But we need to do something else. Okay, let's load our game. And this one. Okay, maybe now we looks up direction on our phone. But then she remember her phone. Darcy pulls it out of her pocket, quickly moving to pull up a map for direction. She looks up directions to her place to walk, Magic Cafe. The cafe is off in the tourist-driven part of the city, among other restaurants and shops, meant to be flashy and unique enough to attract customers. It doesn't take long for the helpful map to load. A blue line clearly outlines a path through the urban maze to the cafe. With the path laid out in front of her, Darcy rushed off to walk. Yay, we made it! With just a minute to spare, Darcy managed to scamper her way to work. Flustered from her trip over, Darcy stamped up to the building. Yes, yes! Arena must catch a glance of Darcy out of the corner on her eyes because she turns away from her conversation to flash a gentle smile her way. Darcy gives a wave in response as she jogs up to the storefront. Hey, I'm here! Not even late! Arena. This time. You better hurry and get changed before your shift starts. The morning crew already left. Quiet morning? Seems so. Plenty of time to slack off and nap, I assure you. And with that, Darcy quickly slipped inside to the back room, locking the door behind her once she confirmed none of her coworkers are back there. Darcy takes her gemstone out of her pocket, using it to change into her magical girl form, and by extension her uniform. Darcy takes a moment to go over by the mirror, fiddling with her outfit to sell the ruse of actually putting it on without magic. She makes eye contact with herself as she twirls a loose curl around her finger. Getting to work hasn't done much to lessen the anxiety Darcy feels in her stomach. Oh? Deciding she's waited around long enough, Darcy slips out of the back room. Arena passes by with a small tray, briefly smiling Darcy's way as she effortlessly carries on to deliver a customer's drinks. Darcy surveys the cafe and notices there only one other person in the cafe at the moment, a confused-looking businessman. She attempts to hide her apprehension as she approaches, flashing her best customer service smile. Darcy, hello, welcome to Magic Cafe. The older man turns to face her with a confused expression. He looks hopelessly out of place. This is a cafe, right? A new buy. Oh, it is. This is a magic cafe. We are small-time gaming cafe. Our whole theme is magical girls. We promote a fun and relaxed cafe experience with a fun aesthetic to go with it, you know? The old man doesn't look impressed as he observes the space, briefly pausing to start at Arena as she talks to the customer she was on her way to serve. He turned back to Darcy with a small shake of the head. Darcy has a bad feeling about this. I just don't get these new cafes. What's wrong with a good old-fashioned coffee shop? Darcy can already feel her eyes glaze over as the man in front of her slips into the "I'm gonna complain about things you can't change" tone of voice she painfully familiar with. It's all so complex nowadays. You can't just walk into a normal place and get a simple coffee order. You got all these fancy drink names and add-ons and little desserts. I mean, you probably get it right. You must hate all the drinks you have to make and memorize. Nancy does it actually. She likes her job and her coworkers. Plus, the pay is decent and the regulars are cool. What she doesn't like is the folks who march in and kick up a fuss over nothing. Smile at none, Darcy. Bare minimum service coming up. Check. Um, it should save. Check. Darcy's eyes twitch as she stares at man, who immediately takes notice of her artificial expression. He lets out a short bark of a laugh. What? Oh, come on, there's plenty of other cafe and coffee shops I could go. You're lucky I decided to stop by and give you something to do on a slow day. Mm-hmm. His expression turns sour as he crosses his arm. Look, I'll even make it easy on you. One black coffee. Is it simple enough for you to manage, or do I need to add some espresso shots and flour to it? Out of the corner of Darcy's eyes, she can see Arena turns to watch the interaction. Darcy turns to behind the counter to beer coffee. What size? The man threw his hand up as if he can't believe what he's hearing. Don't just what to pay, and I told you what size. Darcy paused mid-step and blinked as a processes what the man just said. She screams internally before turning around to finish the order with as much willpower as she can muster. Eventually, the man gets his order and leaves. After her nightmare customers for the day leaves, Darcy finds herself bored for the next few hours. People aren't really filtering in, and anyone who does is swiftly taken care of by Arena. Eventually, during a little, Arena comes up to her. Hey, I saw the dude who was being all stupid here. Are you good? Normal kind of stupid dude, complaining about how dumb our service is while actively asking for state service. Ariane laughed a little and Darcy feels herself smile more on reflex than anything else. Arina placed a hand on her shoulder. You should head out early. It's a Sunday, so we're quiet and I doubt it's going to pick up. No need to keep you here until 6 p.m. Darcy stared at her for a moment before she starts floundering for any excuse to stick around. Oh, are you sure? I can just stick around. It's not an issue. I can always just keep your company if you want. Orlin smiles again but shakes her head. Darcy tries to hide her disappointment at the missed opportunity to spend time with Arena. Darcy takes her tips and slips out the bag to change out her uniform. She considers staying to order a drink to try and salvage a conversation with Arena, but when she steps back on the floor, she sees Arena busy with customers. Darcy hovers for a moment, hoping to catch her eye to at least waving goodbye, but as Arena gets absorbed into her current conversation, Darcy decides to simply slip out quietly. Whereas Darcy is leaving early. And oops, oh, I'm sorry. We need to speak with Arina more. Okay, and we have three endings for now. Let's see what we have the other endings. Let's see if we can try Smile and Nod. Smile and Nod, Darcy. With her better judgment in tasks, she simply nods along with what men say, letting her annoyance at the situation pass as he drones on. Finally, he decides to order black coffee and spends the entire time it's being made continue to go on about how needless all these extra bells and whistles are. Darcy hands the man his coffee in a to-go cup and offers a final smile before he leaves with a simple note. Darcy groans quietly, thinking forward to put her head down on the counter as he tries to recover from the drowned customer. After a moment, she feels a gentle tap on her shoulder. When she pokes her head up, she sees Arina hovering over her usual patient smile on her face to greet Darcy. An idiot. Yeah, an idiot. Arina nods in sympathy before joining her behind the counter, kneeling down to take inventory of the dishes underneath. Darcy watches her passively and wonders what she will do. I'll leave her be. Hey, Arina? Hey, Arina? Arina looks up from the mugs she's grabbed and tilts her head when Darcy says her name. Darcy sees them up right and starts to tap the counter. I was wondering what you up today. You don't usually take the Sunday shift. Darcy tries to speak casually, looking away to people with the tip jar. Oh, things just kind of lined up. I'm taking more hours now since I got some more free time. She explains, setting to smile smack on the counter in front of her. I work in Monday evenings now. Oh, I work Monday evenings. We're gonna be working together more. Darcy covers him up after blurting it out, but Arina just laughed as she scooped powder into the mugs. Yeah, we will. As listeners, Arina continues to make the two drinks. Oh, doing anything after work? Huh? Oh, nothing much. Don't have anything planned actually. Haha. Arina simply nods, seemingly content with the answer as she went down to grab cream from the nearby mini fridge. Are you? Pardon? Darcy can't help but note the smile, a most playful smile on her face as she turned back to the drinks in progress. Doing anything? That, are you free after work? Arina is silent as she stews the two drinks before she slides one to Darcy. Of course, I'd love to hand out, if that's what you're offering. Darcy just nods, willing herself not to say anything stupid. Mm-hmm. Great, we can pick a place to grab dinner, she says casually before taking her own drinks and heading to the back room for her break. Guess it's a date. Yeah, guess it is. Oh, this is a date. Darcy spends the rest of her shift chatting with Arina and planning their date while the two prep the shop for closing. By the time 6 a.m. rolls around, the cafe has been empty for just under an hour, and they're able to close up right away. Darcy waits by the front door as Arina changes out of her uniform, pulling up direction to the little restaurant they picked out while she waits. Once Arina steps out, having swapped on her uniform for a simple sweater and shorts combo, the two of them head off to enjoy an evening together. Oh yes, it's a date night! Yay! We win! We win! It's so cute. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy for the girls. And we need to figure it out what other engines are. So I think we need to this one and skip and leave her be. That's what Sharina with a small smile on her face, watching the other woman as she picks up and examines various mugs as she trying to find her best ones to use for the next customer. Darcy wasn't sure how to start the conversation she wanted. It was important, something she had been working up to for a few weeks now. Maybe today wasn't the day for it, she wasn't ready, stuff kept going wrong. With a sigh, Darcy pushed herself up from her sad slump and leaves Serena alone to her work, deciding she doesn't want to bug her. Darcy spends the rest of her shift cleaning and preparing clothing in advance. As she continues, she gets the occasional customer, but nothing that keeps her busy for more than a few minutes at a time. Arina tries to strike up conversation here and there, but after losing her nerve earlier, Darcy doesn't find herself as engaged as normal, feeling a little awkward. By the end of the night, the two of them settle on a calm silence, communicating through a small smile or goofy looks. When 6 p.m. rolls around, the cafe had been empty for just under an hour, leading the duo to close up right away. Darcy hovers by the front door as Arina changes out of her uniform, but Darcy just ends up giving her an awkward farewell before turning to head home. When she gets home, she shakes the depressing news with Cosmo. No, Darcy didn't ask out Arina. Same as usual. Oh, same as usual. Let's see, what about shortcut? And skip? And, Darcy, step in! And skip. And Darcy knocks the bomb out of her hand. Darcy approaches Mary with she bounces on her ball, juggling a series of pasta bombs with a laugh. Once Darcy is within arm's length, Mary addresses her with a smile, opening her mouth to toss out some jokes or goof. However, before she gets the chance, Darcy slaps one of her smoke bombs out of her hand onto the ground. Wah! 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 Mary stumbles back in surprise and falls out to her bow, causing her to drop the rest of the bombs. I don't have time for this today. Mary sits on the ground in shock for a moment before her face starts to flash red. How dare you? Mary managed to squeak it out, shaking her fist and what could be best described as a tantrum. Darcy just sighed as she wants it out. Mary stand up, stomp, and stutter with a red face, but once she notices Darcy watching with an unimpressive expression, she redirects her frustration. You so rude. You don't understand the first rule of performing. Her eyes flick to one of the fallen bombs on the ground, puffing out her cheeks as she swooped down to grab one. Rule number 1. Mary went back, closed her eyes. Don't interrupt the show! Before Darcy can react, Mary threw one of the bomb at her, where it promptly smacked her in the face. Oh no! To make matters worse, the impact makes the bomb go off, causing it to explode into a colorful mess right before Darcy's eyes. Oh, literal didn't. Yes, okay, this is fun. So this game has 6 endings, and we find all of them. Some of dead endings and some of funny endings, and my favorite is romance ending. Um, if you enjoy this video and like this game, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with friends. Bye bye.